I'm John James, representative for 10th Congressional District in the state of Michigan, and the good Lord has given us this amazing day to celebrate our teamwork, to celebrate customer service, and to celebrate the tremendous resource that we have in our Great Lakes, in particular, keeping our Clinton River clean with a dredging project that we've all worked so hard on. I want to thank in particular North Star for being out here and for their continued stewardship of the resources in this area for so many years, and also legislators and leaders in the community. Special thanks to my friend Candace Miller for her leadership in the past and current in setting up our state and our region for a strong path in the future. We're commemorating a $500,000 return back to the people of the state of Michigan, back to the people of the Congressional District, because this is your money. These are your tax dollars, and we're spending them to keep our crown jewel, our Lake St. Clair, our Great Lakes and Clinton River clean. This is extremely important for our environment, extremely important for our future, extremely important for our economy and our enjoyment. And so I am so glad that this is my very first refund to the district, and I think it's very appropriate given how important our resources are. I would love to let our friends say a few words, and I'd love to start off with my good friend, Candace Miller.
Thank you so much, Congressman. Thank you very, very much on all the people of the 10th Congressional District and throughout the entire region, quite frankly, for this $500,000 refund, as he's calling it, as the Congressman is calling it. And it is great to have a member of Congress who recognizes, as he's just talked about, the significance of the Clinton River, what it means to us economically, what it means to water quality, all of these kinds of things. And I think the last time the Clinton River was dredged was when I was a member of Congress, and I've been gone for a while. So it's so important that we have leaders who really understand the significance and how important these things are. Because I also, not to date myself, but I remember when this confined disposal facility, which is behind us, was built. And that's what these funds will be going for. It's a requirement under the Clean Water Act that when you do these kinds of dredging projects, particularly in older industrial areas, and it's no secret that the Clinton River has some contaminants in the river bottom that have been there, our lifetimes, really, right? And so as the dredging takes place, that you have a proper disposal facility to put the dredging spoils into. This the CDF, the Confined Disposal Facility, was built about 40 years ago. And it has been used periodically over all of these years for different dredging projects in the Clinton River and in the surrounding areas here. It was built very, very well. It's got a very heavy clay lining on the bottom of it, and all designed with the idea in mind, obviously, as you're dredging. You put the dredge spoils over at the CDF here, and you take them out of our environment and you store them safely. Well, here we are 40 years later. Obviously the Clinton River, it's like all waterways, right, needs continuous dredging to occur. And the CDF has fallen into some bit of disrepair. And the Army Corps of Engineers explained to the Congressman and myself that they couldn't do this dredging project, which will come after this, until they maintained and did some critical work on this piece of infrastructure here with the confined disposal facility. So we discussed this, and I said, easy for me to say, but they need like $500,000 to get this thing going. And Congressman James delivered on that. And so we are extremely appreciative of that. And I say we, and I mean everyone, because the Clinton River is probably, outside of the Detroit and the St. Clair River, maybe the St. Mary's, is the busiest waterway in the state of Michigan, one of the busiest in the entire country, I think. You think about all of the boats that are here, whether they're power boats or sailboats or whatever is here. It is a huge part of the blue economy, our economic driver, etc. But again, and that's why I'm sure many of the people from North Star are here. These are mostly all sailboaters there at North Star Sail Club, and they're running into a big sandbar, which has occurred, as it does. Catfish channel comes into the Clinton River there, and seaweed, the water levels are getting lower, etc. And the boats are getting snagged up on all of that. So we have got to get this dredging done, but first we have to fix the CDF. We needed the cash to do that. and that's really what's happening here. And the last thing I will say is, you all know that my department, certainly myself personally, and I think I speak for everybody in this region, are totally committed to water quality, improving our water quality in every single way that we can. It improves our quality of life. It is a huge part of who we are. It's in our DNA. And doing proper dredging in the Clinton River and then disposing of the spoils, the dredge spoils from the Clinton River properly and safely is a very, very important part, certainly, of water quality. So I'm delighted to see this and to be here today. And I just want to thank the Congressman so very much, honestly, sincerely, for all of your efforts.
Well, Commissioner Miller, thank you. Commissioner Miller, thank you for your friendship and your leadership. The commissioner was actually one who put in for this project, and I'm excited to have worked with her team to get this completed. Another one, our friend Representative Alicia St. Germain, who represents this district. If you'd mind saying a few words.
Thank you. What a beautiful day, and welcome to Boat Town, USA. We're in Harrison Township. This is the only Boat Town, USA in the entire world. And what a lot of people don't realize, and of course I'm a little biased, I love this lake, and there is no better lake. We have the best fishing, sailing, and best boat parties too. So, yeah. So I sincerely thank you, Congressman. We appreciate this.
Of course, my pleasure. I see our friend Barb Zinner. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. I'm able to be, and I'm so happy to be the county commissioner for Harrison and most of St. Clair Shores, which I have to say, we're next door to each other, which is wonderful because the whole area loves the water. We want clean water. We work toward clean water. Candace says we can do this, I need this, and we're saying yes because the citizens call me as they call her, and they call the supervisor, and then sometimes Candace calls John, and sometimes I talk to John, and we all get it because we wanted to help our citizens. We want all the best water we can have, and so we have a good working team here. It's nice when it goes up the ladder and we work as a team, and that's what we like to do for our citizens. And I'm happy to serve, and we all are happy to serve. I'm glad we live here. It's a wonderful place to live. Thank you very much.
As Barb mentioned, yes. As Barb mentioned, this is the way government should work. Things go up the ladder and resources come back down. Another vital partner I've had is my friend Kim Verkest, supervisor of Harrison Township.
Thank you. I just really want to say again, welcome to Harrison Township, and thank you to everybody. This is, I'm the smallest fish in this sea, and but we're fortunate to have great leadership at all levels that allow projects like this to move forward. So my thanks to all of you for the work you do representing our residents.
Outstanding. It's a pleasure. Next, Jennifer Hill, speaking on behalf of the Clinton River Watershed Council.
Thanks so much for having me here today. And, I'm so thrilled to be here, Congressman James, to celebrate this investment into the CDF. It's a great example of the critical infrastructure that we need to maintain the vitality of the Clinton River and the recreational economy that it supports, like Commissioner Miller was talking about. And we know the health of the Clinton River has improved dramatically over the last 50 years. So in the 1960s, the Michigan DNR did a study from Pontiac to the mouth of Lake St. Clair, and they found no live fish in the river. But, and also, the Clinton River watershed has been designated as a Great Lakes Area of Concern since 1987 under the Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement. However, in the last few years, the DNR did another study and showed that there are actually 80 species of fish that are living in the Clinton River. So we've really seen a dramatic improvement in the health of the river. Today, the Clinton River is a state-designated water trail. It's a place where people come to paddle, where they come for recreational fishing opportunities, and of course to boat as well. And it supports a vital economy here in this area. But we know the fight to improve the health of the Clinton River is not over, unfortunately, and we know that we've had an underinvestment in our aging infrastructure here in Michigan. And we need to invest in that infrastructure, not only for the economy, but also for the recreational uses that folks use the river and Lake St. Clair for. So I'm so excited to be here today, and thank you, Congressman James, for the role that you've played in this, and also for your support of Great Lakes priorities, for cleaning up our areas of concern and addressing sediments. We're so thankful. Thank you.
Next, we'd love to hear from Steve Remius, speaking on behalf of the Macomb Macomb Chamber of Blue County.
Thank you, Congressman, and thank you for everything for everybody that's been here and do all the efforts they can. For those of you that don't know me, I have called the river and the lake my home, my work home, for 45 years, either a mile that way or a mile that way. And since then, I'm actively involved in the Macomb Chamber, and now on the newly formed Blue Economy Task Force. And I think the start of this task force was last year. The county, in conjunction with the Michigan State Research Department, Dr. Ed Mahoney, who I've known for decades and helped with national and international and regional studies, did a coastal study. And I guess maybe I'll just bear with me, just a couple of statistics to go with what Candace was saying, the importance of this river. We're talking about rivers and the lake, which is 430 square miles. And we're talking about on the coastline, there are 80 public launches and 20,000 boat slips and 10 public parks, 62 marinas. The study indicated that well over 1.5 million or 1.4 million people come and enjoy our waterways into the front or on the lake in any kind of environment, in any kind of use as far as, so what we've done, and the study also said 18,000 jobs directly related to our lakes and rivers. So, which also they noted the impressive, Candace also mentioning impressive investment, recent investments in pollution reduction and habitat enhancements. And obviously, as we all said, we have some catching up to do, but these are great starts. So again, as part of the task force, they recommended that we form a task force. Kelly Levate and Jerry Santoro and Pete Beauregard are all active members of this task force. In the last year, we now have more than 75 active business, public and private people exercising multiple goals to promote the lake, to protect the lake, and certainly to help and assist in those communities that want to do and look at their waterfronts. So again, thank you very much. This project is just right in there with our guidelines, and so we look forward to helping in any way we can with everything you do. Thank you.
Great.
Now we'd like to round the bend with some remarks from North Star Sail Club. Matt Vail, James Baker, do you have a few comments?
Actually, I'm going to step in and
Commodore Rogers.
My name's Jim Rogers. I'm the current Commodore of North Star Sail Club. I grew up here. My grandparents grew up just down the street here, and I grew up on this river and on this bay, sailing both powerboats and sailboats. So I want to thank all of you for making an investment in this river, making an investment that we can see the direct effects of, the direct benefits of. It's just perfect. It's really, really nice to see the different levels and the different forms of government come together and invest back in this area, because this area is so important to us. So, thank you.
That being said, ready for the ribbon?
Sure.
Mr. Congressman, could I bring up one more person? The chair of our commissioner board is Don Brown, and Don's here.
No, Don Brown's not allowed. Get on up here.
Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, Candace. Thanks to everyone. You know, we have a saying on our board, one team, one mission. This is another example of Macomb County working together, leave the partisanship aside, do what's in the best interest of the people of the county. And this is another winning project, again, that's going to actually, quite frankly, prevent an economic disaster from happening. Had it not be for this work being done on this CDF, we'd have a disaster when that river shuts down because boats can't get through there. And the economic damage that would come as a result would be terrible. So we're very grateful for the Congressman's efforts and bringing this money up to us promptly. We appreciate it and look forward to the dredging and clear sailing. Thank you.
Let's get a couple of North Star people to put their hands on the ribbon here.
Commodore. Come on up.
Plenty of room.
No, get in here tight.
One more. Come on in.
All right, ready? We'll say smooth sailing on 3. Ready?
There you go.
1, 2, 3. Smooth sailing.